Namaste. Welcome back, beautiful souls. This is Top Tarot Minors, and this is the Knight of Pentacles episode. So welcome back to this series. My name is Sadhana, and my pleasure to be discussing these cards and sharing with you some of my favorites for every single one of the minor arcana. And this is the 54th of 56. And can't believe I've actually made my way here. It's really been extraordinary. So this earthy, earth-centric, mindful court card is one that is often challenging to find enough description around in a tarot reading. And so today I hope I can expand that and give you some other resources for understanding how to work with the court cards. When I hear that the court cards are the most difficult cards to read in a tarot reading, I smile inwardly because I completely disagree. I think these cards have more to say than many other cards. There are so many layers to work with. And so if you do want to take this a step later, be sure to think about, especially if you've been working with the tarot for a while, I have a course called Tarot Foundations 2, where we spend an entire class looking at each of the 16 courts in terms of numbers, zodiacal, connecting minors, and all kinds of things. So, yeah. The Earth Priestess Mother from the Wee Moon Tarot. Grounded in body, connected in spirit. And that description, I feel, really fits all of the Knights of Pentacles. It's that grounded in body, connected in spirit that gives them there's a quiet majesty about them. And not all beings can be comfortable with this energy. It has a stillness to it. It has a confidence, a quiet confidence, and this ability to feel connection. And I spoke about connection with the pages a couple of days ago, and the sense that this court is one that may be described as the horse whisperer, the animal whisperer, the animal healer, the one who's able to communicate with all beings. And this court takes it a step further and journeys out into the world, however that big that may be for each of you, and finds connection in surprising ways. There is a pulse to this card. There's a heartbeat to this card. And as all of the knights are journeyers, they are all on a quest to different aspects of life to help us heal and find meaning of life. The Marielle Tarot on the far right is the young Siddhartha. And this card is a representation of the work of all of the knights. If each knight journeys seeking answers through the energy of one element, this knight finds the answer after journeying through a combination of all of the elements. And I have mentioned this throughout this suit, that the way that I work with the suit of Pentacles is one of complete integration. It is one that contains a rich body of knowledge from the swords, powerful emotions and karmas and water from many experiences, as well as an integration of the action or the creative work that was taken in the suit of drive and passion and fire. And so this is the words of Marie White. This card was based on the idea of Buddha and shows the young Siddhartha on a powerful tiger of his destiny. The tiger has his paws in a pond made by one of Buddha's footprints on the earth, and his body and tail rise up into the Bodhi tree. He has everything he needs here, and now enough food, air, water, a powerful vehicle for his motion through life, which is black and white, good and evil, just like the checkered floor of the temple, and his house, his home, is just a short walk over the lawn. This card is the manifestation of all the nights, all into earth, the idea that here and now, in the present, in your life, you have all you need to feed yourself and to feed your soul. That whatever it is that you seek is not out in the clouds, but here in the heart. You are home. And this power of connection really is about trusting the energy within, not only learning to look within, but to move from within and to just be, right? Be from within. This card, decanically, Golden Dawn correspondence is connected to the Hermit. And there's something quite reverent here. And that deep pulse, that drum beat. You know, sometimes I feel this walking, and I intentionally invite it. And sometimes I will add mantra and find the pulse with the mantra and my steps and the connection. And it's about finding that pulse, your pulse, connecting your pulse with the pulse of the earth. It really is a mind-bending experience once you know it. I studied the Osho Zen Tarot for many years, almost exclusively. And this Knight of Pentacles and the magic that we see in the courts of this suit is extraordinary. I did show the page in the previous video. And there is a complete trust that all is well. And I think that the trust that all is well is partly because of the work that I have done. I understand now how to connect with the pulse of this earth, and I know my purpose, and I know that in this attention to mindfulness, all will be well. Such a great card. And, you know, even Marie White connects the Knights to the element of air, which is the element of the heart chakra, which is the element of Tiferet in the center of the tree of life. And generally speaking, the queens are the ones who we don't get differing elemental correspondences. And I suppose when I say knights, I mean Waite-Smith knights. So this just fits so beautifully. And you'll see we also have a turtle in the Victorian Fairy Tarot. And this is a deck I have sort of hit and miss relationship with. But there's some really beautiful cards here. I think in Top Tarot Trumps, I did share with you the Strength card, which has a crone fairy beekeeper and the power of connection. And this knight's vehicle is a turtle. And these are fairies, so I'm assuming they are light of body. And we don't often think of vehicles, animal vehicles. You might call it a spirit animal. But this is something that comes through in many spiritual traditions where a deity will have a vehicle. And the vehicle, the choice of vehicle, or the vehicle that they have found through trial and tribulation, has a lot to say about the energy of the character. Just as the young Siddhartha has the black and white tiger as his vehicle. Yeah. Far left, Tarot of the Abyss. And Anatolian in this deck has created a story for the 4 courts of each suit. And I think she did this really well. Connecting an energy, a story that makes the court cards easier to understand. And without knowing that story and what the other 3 court cards look like, you can feel and look at the Tarot Arthurian peeking through here. There is a relationship, a powerful relationship with the knight and their horse. And this relationship is different. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, I don't feel they have this same kind of relationship with their animal or with their vehicle. The connection here is so profound. And there is, I've used the word trust before, there is no question that one will move in the best interest of the other. And the other card I have on the table is from the Star Seeker Tarot. Quite a beautiful card. These stepping stones are quite far apart. I can imagine a leap and a contemplation. The mountain is cold. There's something about each step of the journey that is so very important here. And whether I'm looking at this card from the Star Seeker or I'm looking at the Earth Priestess Mother in the Wee Moon, or one of the other knights, I feel this. I feel this respect for journey. And what seems like a bit of a cliche, you hear it so often, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This is the court card that really understands that. That is a phrase that you could use with this this court card so easily. And the journey with the Earth Priestess Mother is one of a journey into the heart. It's a journey within that helps us to connect without. And I was saying this card is connected to Virgo and the Hermit card, and it just fits so well. Yeah. Peaceful, right? Really peaceful. I have one other, if you'll indulge me, a little something I thought I would read to you. It's from my Wee Moon journal. It's called Rebirthed Flight. And I'm just going to read the last two stanzas. It's by Jonah Roberts. This is the time we, like willows in the moonlight, feet rooted in the sweet, dark earth, are moved and breathed by the muse. Like a gentle wind she touches, seeing and loving, our every bud of soul, beauty and longing. In this threshold between potential and action, what seed is swelling in your deep? What has the beloved sown in you that is gestating, awaiting the irresistible life force to spring to birth? And when I was reading this, I'm just thinking about how so very patient and almost frustratingly so this court, they connect so deeply with this feeling of what's going on within. They may not even be aware that there is a destination. And it's such a beautiful teaching. Hi, Perry. Welcome. Thank you. All right. So I will choose my my top 5. And there's not a lot of cards on the table, so I will take away one. Oh, there is 7, I suppose. So let's do this. Let's go with those 4. And then I think I'm going to go with Tarot of the Abyss. There we go. All right, so these are my top 5 Knights of Pentacles. Let me read Perry's comment before I sign off. Mystery, moment by moment, with wonderment and gratitude for each precious moment of life, unfolding with love and harmony. It's beautiful. Thank you, Perry. Left, Tarot of the Abyss. That's Anatolian. And then Osho Zen Tarot, Ma Deva Padma. Love her art. Star Seeker is Nikki Ferrada. And this is the Wee Moon Tarot, which is a collection of art from the various Wee Moon journals. This particular artist is Carol Wiley from the 1998 book. And this is Marie White from the deck, Marielle Tarot. So thank you. Thanks for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, which will be the Queen of Pentacles. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.